Alright, so what's the game plan, bro? Like, are you actually gonna change? Are you actually gonna put in the work? Are you actually gonna do the things you need to do to change your scenario, change your life? Or are you just gonna keep hoping for something? Just hoping for an opportunity. Hoping for the knowledge that you need to learn to actually build what you're trying to because you feel like you don't know how to start. Just hoping for the life that you want to actually just come to you. You need to do it. Yeah, when you're actually doing the right things, you're on the right path, you're actually focusing on your well-being, obviously better opportunities are going to come to you because you attract what you are. If you're doing what you need to do, you're going to attract what you need. But you have to do something. That's the whole key of it, bro. You gotta fucking do something. You can't just sit around feeding yourself bullshit, just doing the same shit you've always done, and then expect completely different opportunities to come out of nowhere and just change your life for you. Because with the person you are now, feeding into all your low habits and just indulging in your lower self, even if you were to get that opportunity, you wouldn't act on it on the right way. Even if you were to act on it, like, you would not do it in the right way, bro. You'd end up fucking up. You'd lose it anyways, bro. Let's say you got a little come up on some money or some shit. You got a little business opportunity. You'd make that money and then go blow it all on some stupid shit. As if you were actually living in your purpose, actually doing the things that you need to do, you'd get that money and you'd go invest it. You'd go start a business with that money. You'd up it. You'd find some way to benefit off of it. You wouldn't let it fucking hold you down. Because you're just living in the temporary shit, bro. Just do shit. Do the shit that's going to create. Not the shit that'll destroy. Do the things that'll create. Do the things that are actually going to bring the life that you're trying to get. You want to have this big ass life. You want to have all these goals, just got all these big dreams, all these visions, but are you doing anything? Like, are you actually building it? Like, nothing is just magically given to you. Nothing can just fucking come out of the sky and just fall into your lap like, oh my god, it's a fucking winning lottery. Like, no, it's not a lottery ticket, bro. That's not it, bro. That's not it, bro. You gotta work for it. With this content, bro. Anybody that's ever made it with content, how many videos were they making every day? The answer to you is probably you don't fucking know, otherwise you'd be doing it yourself. These motherfuckers literally make it anywhere from like 10 to 20 videos a day. Depending on the type of content, some people might only do like 3 to 5 because some content takes more time to create. But the whole point is, they're putting the work in. They're not just making a couple videos every week or every month, and then just like, oh, I hope this one does well. I hope this one goes viral. I hope I blow up. I hope this is the one. Just looking at it like, bro, like, no, just work for it, bro. Like, you want that shit to just fall in your lap. You wouldn't even appreciate it if that happened anyways. If that shit was just given to you off rip, you ain't have to work for it at all. You wouldn't appreciate it. The fact that you don't appreciate it is going to be the reason that you just live in the same things you've always lived in, literally just temporary satisfaction. You're going to blow all your money on some stupid shit. You're not going to stay consistent with what you're doing because you don't actually appreciate it. You don't actually value it. Anything that has value, you're going to have to work hard for it. And for that reason, you're going to appreciate it because you work hard for it. With a job, bro, you show up to your 9 to 5 every day and get the work done because you value the idea of surviving and having money and having a roof over your head. You value that. So you'll show up to your job every single day, even if you don't feel like doing it, even if you feel lazy that day, you feel like, I ain't got the energy for it, but shit, the bills got to get paid. Shit, I got to eat. So you're going to do it anyways. Now, when it comes to this content, or when it comes to a business idea, or whatever career you're going for, why aren't you doing the same thing? Because you're not getting instant results like your job? You don't know 100% guaranteed that you're going to get that money within a couple weeks? Like, bro, just do it anyways. Before you ever had your first job, did you even really know for sure you was going to get the job? That's the thing. Did you even know for sure you was going to get the job? No, you didn't. You just put them fucking applications in and you hope for the best. Matter of fact, you didn't just hope for the best, you did the best. You did the best you could in that moment for your scenario, which is the same thing that you need to be doing when it comes to building your dreams, building your business, whatever it is. Do the best thing you can in that scenario. Don't just hope that something happens. Hope is not going to make it happen. Action will make it happen. So start acting. You got all these ideas. You want to build a business. You want to start doing content. Just do it. You might not know every step. You might not know every single detail on what you need to do. There's going to be many areas where you're going to have flaws. You're going to fuck up. It's not going to be your best work, and you're going to be aware of that most of the time too. You're going to be aware of your fuck ups. You're going to see your flaws, but that's okay. You got to learn through them. But you can't just observe your flaws before you even did anything, because you have to actually do this shit to even see the flaws. If you ain't doing nothing, you're not doing the work, you might see a couple of your flaws, but you're not going to see the major flaws you need to change to actually go further with it. If you want to see those major flaws, you need to actually just do the work, bro. Every video I make, I notice more and more things that I can improve. Every bit of business actions that I take to try and build certain businesses, try and do certain things to make money, I learn more and more as I go with that. The more I do, the more I learn. The more you think, the more you do. So when you start learning a bunch of ideas, you need to start doing them. If you stay in that thinking process, all you're doing is thinking about those ideas, they don't exist, bro. The thoughts do not exist until you put them into action. And when you put them into action, you learn more. And then you put action on the other shit that you learn. It is literally an endless cycle of learning and doing. But you can't just have one or the other. You can't do without doing your research and actually knowing what the fuck you're trying to do. But you also can't just sit around and just learn all day and not do the shit. They work together, bro. One cannot exist without the other. It's just like dark and light. They have to coincide together. And just like dark and light, the dark comes first before the light. So you're going to have to go through the learning process. You're going to have to go through the trials and errors. You're going to have to go through the failures first before you even actually see the success with it and you actually see the comfortable side of it. You have to work for it. You're going to have to go through those struggles first. That's how you even appreciate it. Like I was saying, if you don't go through all that hard, just trial and error bullshit, bro, you're not going to appreciate it because it was too easy. It was too fucking easy, bro. Like, what's a good example of that? Like, matter of fact, I've said this in like the past 2 videos and I'm going to say it again, bro. It's like rolling a blunt. That shit ain't really got no value behind it for real. It's easy as fuck to do, bro. You just smoke up real quick. You ain't got to do no work for that shit, bro. You would not work hard to smoke that fucking blunt. For that reason, bro, like, you don't really value it like that. There's really no value behind it, bro. Like, you don't really give a fuck about it all like that. Now, yeah, if you addicted like crazy to that shit, obviously, but that's because you feeding your lower self, so you addicted to lower energies. But that's besides the point. You don't have to work hard for it because it doesn't have value. And for that reason, it's only going to keep you in that temporary satisfaction stage to where all you care about is just getting things right away. You just want everything quick. You just want everything to happen overnight. So now you're trying to take in all this information on how to make it with content, how to start a business, but you're not actually going anywhere with it because you just want that overnight effect. You just want it to happen overnight. So you take all this information in, you might try a little bit of work that day, you don't see no results, and then you're like, fuck, what do I do now? What do I do now? Because you're so used to having shit happen instantly, bro, that you won't go the full way. You won't just walk the whole path and just do the work and just keep learning as you go. Do the work as you go and you will learn, bro. That's the whole point of this life, bro. We supposed to work for that shit. The harder you work for something, the more value it has behind it, and the more value it has behind it, the higher amount of emotions or the better feelings that you're actually going to experience once you get that value. That's the point of life, bro. You want to feel better things, start doing more. Start creating more. Put out more if you want to feel better things. Stop just living for the temporary shit and not putting out shit, and the only things you are putting out are just destroying, because if you do that, all you're going to feel is death. All you're going to feel is just depressed, just empty, bro. You're going to feel low energy. But man, that's why I'm going to leave the video off on. I haven't recorded a good long form video in probably a good, I'd say, week or 2 now, but I've been going crazy with the short form, bro. 10 to 20 every single day now. I told myself literally like a month ago I'd do that, and I pulled through this time. I stayed consistent because I understand now. I have to actually put out the work to actually make this happen, so that's exactly what I'm doing. But I love y'all, man. Put that work in.